Good morning. This is Anka Metcalf with TradeOutLoud.com. Welcome to my pre-market game plan for the major future indices, gold and oil for today. It is April 18th and it is 8:54 a.m. Eastern Time. Let's start by taking a look at the hourly charts, and we are going to start with the E-mini Dow. E-mini Dow yesterday had a rally, taking out the prior highs that were into the 20,550 area, creating a new high right here into the 20,580 area, from which it consolidated throughout the night, and then 3 a.m. Eastern Time back to the downside, and then again testing the support area back into the focal area of 20,500. This is going to be the key for today, and actually this whole cluster right here. We have had 3 to 4 hours of consolidated support. First level of support 20,495, secondary level of support 20,500, and 20,550 is the resistance area that if taken out, we can see the price rally back into the 20,580 and actually go for an attempt higher into the 20,600. And like I've mentioned yesterday, the 20,600 actually between 600 and 680 holds the key for a potential snap above the range, snapping above the daily range, that is, and possibly continuing higher to the targets of 21,000. Until then, we remain sideways, and we have been sideways for the last 3 weeks. This has been the challenging mode for trading within these 3 weeks because the price hasn't gotten anywhere, and we are testing support resistance areas, but we're actually grinding a little lower, meaning we're breaching the support levels, trying to make new lows, and then we're going back up again. So it is very confusing, especially when you're trading without a trend because you don't have a clear directional bias. So with that being said, today this is going to be the focal area, and I'm going to be looking at 20,500 level to see if this level is going to hold. If this level is going to hold, we may have a shot at price going higher, like I've mentioned, in the 20,550 area. But if we break below this low, then we can go and continue lower into the 20,450 level, which is quite a considerable void, taking into consideration that that is about 50 points. However, when you look at the follow through that it may have all the way into this area, the risk is about the same. So you are going to be risking 50 points just to make barely 50 points. And looking at the daily chart and look at the support levels that are grinding to the lower side, again, we really don't know if we're going to continue lower or we're going to break higher. So that's going to be the case here. Again, we will try to take small targets at a time. We will try to get a better risk to reward ratio by looking at our smaller time frames. In any case, continuation may happen into the 20,430 level and even lower into the 20,375 level. In case we break to the upper side, 20,550, like I said, this is going to be the confirmation that the price may be ready to continue higher. Keep in mind that this can also be the place for a turnaround. So that is the tricky part about trading in a sideways range. So the more the price is going to reside in this upper range, it means that it wants to, it literally wants to erase all this congestion to the left-hand side and continue higher. But if it doesn't, then we might see a turnaround here. So very, very difficult chart. And we will have more information as the New York session starts. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. And NASDAQ was one of the strongest minis into yesterday's trading session, and it had a really nice rally into the resistance area. The overnight session kept on grinding and maintaining the 5,400 price level, from which it dropped sharply 3 a.m. Eastern time. And again, this is in straight relation again with geopolitical context, with whatever's happening. So in France, there are elections and there are election jitters, and this created the price to go lower, test support level at 53.75. As you can see, this mini had the power to bounce a little bit, forming support here, trying to break above the 53.90 area will be the key to watch for the day today. Again, this is going to be our workable support, the 75, and resistance into the 90, 80 being the median area for intermediate support at this level. So once again, if we trade above 5,400, we look very much bullish on the daily chart, and also on the hourly chart as well. We might witness a change in the trend. And keep in mind, when we're looking at changes of trends, we can actually observe them faster and earlier onto the hourly charts. Let's take a look at the S&P 500 index. Okay. All right, hold on just a second, not cooperating. All right, here we go. All right, anytime when the chart comes up. Okay, so here we have the rally that happened yesterday, and then we had this grind in this level right here in the overnight session, and then we came into 23.35 level right here, creating an alternate support level. And it's not surprising because we have been visiting this area quite a few times, and that is about 3 to 4 times this price range 23.33 level throughout last 2 to 3 weeks. We're finding that very sloppy range. Yesterday we did have a good rally, overnight session, continued sideways. Then we had this drop here, and like I said, we have support 23.34. We have resistance at 45, and this is going to remain the key here. We also have this moving average that is pushing the price a little lower, and it's sandwiching between support and moving average resistance right here. A break of this 37 area can push the price lower back to 23.35 and perhaps maybe back to 23.30 area. So we're going to watch this scenario as well. And let's go to CL, and let's go to oil. So okay, so sorry about that, guys. I've been having some computer issues, and all right, here we go. We're trading a new contract support here. Keep in mind that trading will become a little hectic today, hawkish to say the least, and this is normal when we're switching to the new contract. Okay, so we have support here at 52.50 area, and we have resistance at 53.20. I'm sorry, it's 52.50 area and 53.20 area for resistance. And this is a range right here, and we have been ranging for the last 5 days. For the last 5 days, we have been ranging, and again, no clear directional bias. Looking at all the other time frames, daily charts, so weekly charts, we can see that they're trying to move into an upward manner. However, this price action is not really conducive to any kind of directional bias. So as long as we maintain this range, we may become very, very sloppy. And keep in mind that today is Tuesday, and there are numbers that are coming out at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. What I see on this chart is that a break below 52.60 can bring more selling pressure back into the $52 range. It is very contradicting because we are right now trading, we have had a really big rally, and we are trading above the 200 moving average. So we're going to see how this is going to play out throughout the day today. Last but not least, let's take a look at GC. And this is gold. And gold has been consolidating on the 2-minute chart between 1286 and 1288. And actually it has been consolidating even on the hourly chart for quite some time now, since we had this. So yesterday we had a little rally, and then we had the test into the support area 1290, 1287, and then we consolidated below this area. This is going to be the key here. If we break above 1290, we have potential to continue higher into the 1295, and if we break this 1285 level, more precisely the 1284 level, we have room to continue lower. But again, it's not going to be as low as we may want. It's going to be a tight target into the 1280 area, because 1280 area is a lot of support there. We're right on the verge of breaking down, and on a break under this level right here. The 1282 can actually bring more selling pressure that can actually take price not only in the 1280 area, but all the way into the upper 1260 area, because we might trigger a daily sell. We're going to see how this is going to play out throughout the day today. So far, sloppy consolidation on the 2-minute chart, and I'm looking at 2-minute charts, and I'm not seeing a lot of conducive price action that can take price in one way or the other. So once again, we don't have a directional bias. So, the theme for the day will continue to be scalping. We're going to try to look for precise locations, and trading list is actually trading more until we have a clear directional bias. Sideways market continues to be throughout the name of the game. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you soon into the private Twitter handle for more trading ideas. And until then, hope you stay on the right side of the trade. Make today a profitable day, and see you tomorrow morning.